You can hear the Australian fans roaring as they line the track here at Albert Park. Welcome to Melbourne, and the roar from the crowd could only mean one thing. It's race day. Here we are then at the Albert Park circuit, 3.28 miles of bumpy city streets, but not a lot in the way of elevation changes. The circuit goes all the way around the lake, taking in 14 corners. Note the DRS zones into turns 1, 3 and 11. They'll offer our drivers a number of good opportunities to overtake. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Mick Schumacher lines up on pole position. A very happy Carlos Sainz will start second. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Verstappen, Kevin Magnussen and Norris, Ocon, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso and Valtteri Bottas, Russell, Hamilton, Daniel Ricciardo and Schwartzman, Gasly, Kumar, Guan Yu Zhou and Sebastian Vettel, Tsunoda, Albon, Stroll and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Natalie Pinkham joins me once again in the commentary box. It's fantastic to have you with us today. I'm curious though, how do you think the drivers stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It'll keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum going. Start was okay, now stay alert for threats around you. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. You're in the top 10 now, keep it up. testing enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. There's a new strategy available on the MFD. Strategy available on the MFD. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, slow down, your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. Okay, overtake the safety car, you may overtake the safety car, it's waiting to pick up the leader. There's a new strategy available on the MFD. The track is clear, green flag. Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres. is in the pits. Mick's in the pits. DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. Gap to your teammate behind is 16.4 seconds. Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining, 5 laps of fuel left. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. laps of fuel remaining now. Fantastic drive, that's just fantastic, amazing, you deserved that race win, well done mate.
It wasn't always plain sailing today, but a very important win nonetheless. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I think the key here was just the quality of racecraft. I mean, how many overtakes did they make overall? I'm sure we have a stat person keeping score somewhere, and it was fantastic to watch, wasn't it? This is a strategic sport, but it's always really gratifying to see close-fought battles on track. It's what all the fans are after.
The faces on our top three look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Kumar increases their championship lead. So then, Natalie Pinkham, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Kumar. They pushed and found some fantastic performance. It was an absolute pleasure to watch.
Let's move on to the constructors. The current leaders continue to extend their lead at the top. There is also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.